Hello, my name is Christina Targos. As a multimedia journalist, I understand the importance of creative writing and exciting visuals. The beginning of my college career was also the beginning of my career at Daily Iowan TV, the University of Iowa's nightly newscast. My time there has taught me how to do it all. I shoot, write, and edit all of my own stories. I have experience with live shots as well as covering news conferences and breaking news events. During my time at Daily Iowan TV, I have had the opportunity to cover major events like President Obama's visit to Iowa State University, and I was also a part of their live 2012 election coverage. And besides reporting, I also have experience anchoring weekly and producing. I believe the best way for me to show you what I can do is to grab a camera and go. That is what I have done in these next few stories. I hope you enjoy them. Bicycling accidents among kids became a big interest for UI psychology professor Jody Plumert.
I had always been interested in studying children's safety and especially looking at things like why is it that kids have so many accidents?
She decided to team up with the Department of Computer Sciences to get her answer. Together, they created the bike simulator. The simulator consists of a stationary bike surrounded by 3 screens. The screens show the rider a virtual street, and the virtual car's speed depends on how fast the rider is pedaling. There are sensors on the back wheel of the bike. They send the information into the computers.
Those computers will render in real time the visuals, the graphics that correspond to the person's movement through the virtual environment. So that means as you speed up, you appear to go faster through the virtual environment, and as you put the brakes on, you'll slow down, or if you turn, you'll appear to turn.
The main goal of this simulator is to observe the differences between children and adults when crossing traffic on a bike. The information found that a 10-year-old child and an adult tend to cross the street at the same gaps in between cars. But when an adult would start pedaling across the street, the 10-year-old doesn't. This leaves more room between the child and the first car, but it also leaves less room between the child and the oncoming car. This is what makes it easier for a child to get hit by a vehicle. Christina Targos, Daily Iowan TV. Americans are spending at a scary rate this Halloween season. This year's total Halloween sales are expected to reach $8 billion.
That's like saving up all year just for Halloween.
Candy sales are expected to reach close to $2 billion. That will make up 8% of U.S. sweet sales for the year. And there's one candy in particular that gets a lot of attention around Halloween. Candy corn. Though it may be small, it gets produced by the billions, 9 billion to be exact. There are 9 billion kernels of candy corn produced for Halloween every year. But the most sales come from the costumes. The prices of these flashy outfits can be just as scary as a ghost. Dawn Grolke, the manager of the Halloween boutique in the Coral Ridge Mall, says the price of a costume depends on how dressed up you want to be.
If you're just going for something basic with not so many accessories, probably about $39. If you're going all out, I would say around $70.
And that's only if you need just one costume.
A college student will come in and they'll get maybe 1 or 2, depending on how many parties they got. We've had families come in here where the mother had 6 kids, and she buys a costume for every single one.
And nowadays, people aren't the only ones worrying about Halloween costumes. Costumes for pets are becoming increasingly popular. This year, Americans will spend an estimated $370 million for their fuzzy friends. But despite the scary amounts that people spend on Halloween, it hardly comes close to the amount that people spend on holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Christina Targos, Daily Iowan TV. Iowa Book, a popular stop for many UI students. The fountain drink deals are great, but far greater than that is its history. Even though the history of Iowa Book is not well known, it is rather interesting. And there's no better expert than Peter Vanderhoff. Iowa Book has been in his family since 1944. That's 68 years. It all started when his father, Ray, bought the store. It was originally called Iowa Supply and was one of 6 bookstores on campus. Iowa Supply became so successful because of Ray's dedication to his customers.
My father was very aggressive in getting used books, which the students preferred because they were less expensive.
Ray would travel by train to Nebraska, Chicago, and New York just to find the best deals on used textbooks. On occasion, Peter would get to go with.
And it was my job to crawl up on top of cartons of books that were stacked 12 high and take them down from there and cart them into where they were opening them up.
In 1958, Ray was named Time Magazine's Manager of the Year. And then before long, it was a family business.
When I was in high school, I worked at the store. When I was in college, I worked at the store.
In 1973, Peter succeeded his father as manager. He continued remodeling the store to keep up with the most popular trends among the students. But he says his committed employees are what make Iowa Books such a special place.
The people you work with are special. You know, a lot of folks don't realize how good they are at what they do.
This commitment to working at Iowa Book has helped it stay one of the leading retailers on the University of Iowa campus. Christina Targos, Daily Iowan TV.